If you're just starting out in investing and trading in the stock market, you may be wondering, which stock should I start with? Well, if you've thought of that before, this video is for you. In this video, we'll talk about exchange traded funds or ETFs and the 3 reasons why you should buy ETFs. Before we start on the 3 reasons why to buy ETFs, let's take a look at what an ETF is. An ETF is a collection of securities, such as stocks, bonds, commodities, that tracks an underlying index. An ETF is a marketable security, meaning it has an associated price that allows it to be easily bought and sold. One of the best known ETF is the Buy ETF, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index. That is an overview of what an ETF is, so now let's dive right into the 3 reasons why we should buy ETFs. The first reason is that ETFs that track the stock index of companies continuously updates its list to include only the largest and best performing companies. For example, the S&P 500 index, which the SPY tracks, continuously updates its list of the 500 largest market cap companies. These companies are selected by a committee based on the market size, liquidity, and industry. Up-and-coming companies will replace underperforming companies while strong-performing companies will continue to remain in the S&P 500. By consisting of only the top and best-performing companies in the US, the price of the S&P 500 will reflect accordingly, rise over time. If you have liked and learned something from this video so far, click on the like button and smash the subscribe button to get more videos like this. The second reason why is because of the expected population growth. The current global population as of July 2019 stands at 7.7 billion. By 2030, the population is expected to grow to 8.6 billion and 9.8 billion people by 2050. There will be more and more people on this earth in the future according to UN estimates. What this means is that there are more people whose needs and wants have to be satisfied. There will be a greater demand for goods and services as the population grows. Companies whom are able to cater to the needs and wants of the population stand to reap the financial rewards in terms of greater revenues and profits. The higher revenues and profits will increase the demand and stock prices of these companies. Since ETFs tracks the index which comprises of all the best and top performing companies, the price of the index and ETF will rise correspondingly with the rise in prices of these individual companies. The third and final reason why ETF will rise in price over time and why we should buy ETFs is because of inflation. The average annual inflation in the US has been 1.8% between the years 2010 to 2018, 2.54% between 2000 and 2009, and 3.08% between 1990 to 1999. These are the average annual inflation rates in the US, and it is the same for most other countries. Inflation is a given in most economies and countries, with Japan being one of the very few exceptions who experience deflation. Inflation, put simply, is the rise in prices of goods and services in the economy. Who benefits from inflation? One of the beneficiaries are companies which produces goods and services who are able to charge higher prices. These companies reap the rewards of inflation if they can charge more for their products. Coupled with the increasing demand for their goods and services because of the expected population growth, companies can increase their profit margins. Profit margins of company rises when the price that companies charge for their products are increasing at a faster rate than increases in production costs. Higher revenues and profits will increase the demand and stock prices of these companies. The price of the index and ETF which tracks the index will also rise correspondingly. So that are the 3 reasons why an ETF is sure to rise in price over time and why we should buy ETFs. the S&P 500 ETF being the most reliable and proven way to grow your investment and wealth over time. If you want more investing and trading videos like this, check out the playlist on the right. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to be better 1% each day, and I'll see you there.